So it seems like instant film cameras are trendy now, along with 90s fashion and old school TV shows. Now here is the thing. Instant film cameras aren't known for quality photos. If you want quality photos, you're better off with your smartphone. So the question is, why would you want an instant film camera that is 468 ringgit in this day and age? Now, this is where this comes in. Ready? Boom, ch, boom, ch, boom, ch, boom. That's me beatboxing. Boom, ch. Smooth like butter. Criminal undercover. Instax released the special BTS edition of the Instax Mini 11, the newest of the Instax Minis. And would you look at it? It's a masterpiece. It comes in a bright yellow, which I love, as well as pretty flowery, colorful shapes around the lens barrel. The lens barrel has a BTS logo, and the battery lid also has the official BTS Butter logo, so you can show everyone who you stan. Additionally, the box comes with a well-designed strap with a different style on each side, and it comes with two little accessories to decorate the shutter button, even though they don't stick too well and pop off with a slight nudge, even with the stickers that came with them. Now, before this, I've never had my own instant film camera, and in order to test this out properly, you gotta have a good occasion to use it. And what better way to use it than going around KL on a holiday with my work bestie? Isn't that right, Ray?
Huh? Huh.
I'm here at the Jurassic Park, and behind me is a very dangerous and very alive dinosaur. And look at it, the monstrous teeth, the scales. And I'm going to ignore all safety protocols and try to take a picture of it. Let's go. I did it! Okay, so we're not really at Jurassic Park. Our first stop of our daycation is the one and only Petroscience, an interactive science and technology museum located in KLCC. We're here because it's a pretty popular place for tourists to visit. It's mostly families and children who would get the most out of this place, but it's still pretty fun nonetheless, with games and plenty of picture opportunities. Petroscience, being an indoor area, is also a great opportunity to test out how well the Instax Mini 11 does in shaded and dark locations. Snapping a picture with the Instax Mini 11 is insanely easy, even for me, someone who does not have the patience to fiddle around with different settings on a camera. It's just two button pushes, one to press the power button for the lens barrel to pop up, and one to press the shutter button to take the actual picture. To take the picture, you use the viewfinder to sort of help you take the picture that you want. Granted, whatever you see in the viewfinder will not really be what you see in the picture, as the viewfinder is placed a lot more to the right side. Once you take the picture, the photo pops up almost immediately, but it would not be fully developed yet. Now, you might feel like you want to shake the photo like a Polaroid picture. Don't! Apparently, shaking the photo too vigorously could distort the image. Instead, lay it on a flat surface and shield it from the wind. Taking a picture in really dark locations is where a lot of cameras, including my iPhone 11, would find trouble. But for the Instax Mini 11, it thrives in dark places. The flash manages to light up the subject, i.e. me, pretty well. Now, here's what you need to take note of. The flash will flash itself, no matter what you try to do, because it's like everything is automatic. It's only two buttons, and flash is flash. I don't know. Flashes. So make sure that the locations that you visit accept flash photography, because places like Aquaria won't let you take photos with flash on. To take a selfie, you can pull out the lens barrel a little bit more to reveal selfie mode. Instax describes this mode as a way to take close-ups more effectively. I personally feel a little too weird taking selfies like this. It feels a little too MySpacey, you know what I mean? The tiny mirror it comes with doesn't really help either. It doesn't match the full screen of a phone camera, so I can't see smaller details like, is my hair out of place? Do I have a blemish? How's my angles? Now that we've played around indoors, it's time to test the Instax outdoors, where the experience might differ. It's been like this the whole day.
I want to go see birds. But now there's no birds to see.
Yeah, only wet birds. Well, since the bird park wasn't a go because it was raining all day, we decided to seek shelter in the Rabbit Hole, a cafe at Changkat. And seeing how the place has a lot of Instagrammable areas and great outside lighting to boot, we figured that we can just test out the Instax Mini 11 here instead. Plus, cafes are where I often hang out with my friends on weekends, and they're often perfect opportunities for pictures. So the Instax Mini 11 would fit right in. It's pretty light compared to something like a DSLR, and with the strap, it even looks like the cutest little handbag-like accessory. But as I was carrying a tote bag around anyway, I mostly tucked the camera inside it. We had an opportunity to take pics under direct sunlight when the rain finally stopped. The cafe had a great little area that attracted quite a few Instagrammers to take snapshots. We also took advantage of the area, but it was a stark difference between us and the other Instagrammers. If you use a camera phone or any other digital camera, you basically get unlimited opportunities to take as many photos as you want until you get the perfect shot. For the Instax, you better hope you got it in one. The camera can only carry one film pack of 10 photos at a time. And they're not cheap either. A set of 2 film packs costs 54 ringgit on Shopee. A pack of the butter ones costs 39 ringgit each. Ray, don't you feel like you're on holiday right now?
It's right beside our office.
Now that it's getting dark and we've had our fill of food and drinks, it's time to test the Instax Mini 11 out for night shoots. For the last location, I wanted to go out and sightsee a little. And since the rain only really fully stopped in the evening, we could finally go outside to the River of Life. The River of Life is usually a lively river with pretty lights, but when we got there, it was unlit. Despite the disappointment of the lack of pretty lights, it was still a pretty nice place once we got used to it. It's clean, there's a nice and fairly well-lit walking area, and you can see the view of Masjid Jame and several other buildings. But if you're planning to capture the view with the Instax Mini 11, don't. The Instax Mini isn't meant for capturing faraway landmarks in the dark, or anything really that's kind of far away. I recommend only using the Instax to capture humans or animals or anything close up rather than landmarks in the dark. I promise you it would be a waste of film if you do try it. Alright, so now that you've seen us go on that little holiday, let's review what we took.
It wasn't a holiday.
So if you've noticed, we also have these extra photos, and that's because we also tested out the Instax Mini 8. So thanks to Rory for lending it. I think that Instax Mini 11 does best with darker places. Compare that with the Instax Mini 8 photo. It is there's not much difference. This one has a little bit more color, I think, but it is very, very slight differences. In comparison to a selfie in like a darker indoorsy place, the one with more sunlight, you can see more of the background. Yeah, I think the one with Instax Mini 8, everything is in focus, which means that nothing is in focus. It's a little bit blurry, is what I think, in comparison to the Instax Mini 11. And that's very, very slight differences, but I think it's still good. This is where I think Instax Mini 11 is a little like I'm confused as to what happened during the result, because there's like no way that you can get this wrong because it's just one click of a button. So I don't know what went wrong. There's a problem that you can face with Mini 11 is because there's no settings. So if there's no settings, you can't really be promised that you'll get the best results. And it's a shame because you only get like 10 of these films for one pack, and they're quite expensive. So this is a waste of, there you go. Look at this. I'm gonna show it in full glory, but this is like a waste of film. Let's focus on the landmarks because I touched on that earlier. I'm just showing you nothing. Take this as a lesson. Do not take pictures of landmarks or faraway landmarks with your instant film cameras. There's no point to it. What are you gonna remember? There's nothing about, look at it. Technology has come a long way, so there's really no need for something like an Instax Mini 11. But there's just something so nice about being able to hold on to a memory, literally. You might go on a trip, or maybe you're gathering with friends for a birthday. They're great, easy, and instant souvenirs for you and the people that you love at the end of the day. The Instax Mini 11 is pretty expensive, at 335 ringgit for a regular non-BTS one, or 488 ringgit for the BTS one. And seeing how expensive the film packs are as well, it really is only appealing if you really, really want a simple but good instant film camera. But if you are more into the vintagey vibe to the photos itself, you can save some money by opting for the older Instax Minis, like the Instax Mini 8s instead. The photos the Mini 11 produced look as clear as what you would get with digital photos, which might not be everyone's cup of tea. But do you need it? Is it a must-have? Would you suffer without it? No. It's just nice to see the memories we've made without me looking at a screen or anything. Like, I'm not looking to detox from screens anytime soon, but I do feel like I want to get more photos printed and put in albums like we did in the old days. The Instax Mini 11 just makes it a tad bit easier. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you like the video, or dislike the video. It's up to you, really. And let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Soya Chincha. We're gonna give you more content like this, or not like this, depending on what you think of it. Also, what do you want me to review next? Let me know. I don't know. I can't think of any other technology besides this camera right now, but feel free to let me know what you would like me to review, and I'll happily consider. Yeah, that's it. I guess I'll see you around. Bye-bye.